Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, what's up, everybody? Okay, let me see if anybody can hear me, though. West Side, what's up, baby? What's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Testing this new mic. Black Reality TV, what's good, baby? What's good? I seen your thing on Tommy Lauren. What this bitch trolling about now? Jesus, I tell you. You know. Oh, you hear me, Water Sniper? Okay, good. Yeah, I had to come on here. I had to make that quick. I'll make something real quick and everything like that before I take off and go in tonight. It just, I know, I'm still celebrating, Moorish American Week and all that, paying honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So to all Moors out there, so I'm doing that right quick. Yeah. Yeah, of course she stands with 45. There ain't no surprise with that. This the whole thing I don't understand with motherfuckers. Like when I see idiots like Charlemagne the God and Charlemagne the Coon Clown, whatever, and Master P. Yo, David, what's good, man? What's going on? You better believe it, brother Aladdin. Better believe it. Paying honors to the Prophet, man. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. 5 principles, the 5 pillars we live by. But back to these 2 idiots and stuff. I said this a long time ago, and I said, and I'm gonna still say it. You cannot sit down and try to reason with people like Tommy Lahren or Lena Dunham or Amy Schumer, or either Donald Trump. Now, I was just watching yesterday. My brother was just showing me that he was watching yesterday that he was on CNN on the news, whatever, reading something like that, honoring Martin Luther King. And what I'm about to say is gonna hurt some feelings. We already know it's a bunch of y'all. Excuse the doggone fire alarm. My apologies. Saying all this stuff amidst the comments that he said a few days ago about saying regarding Haiti and El Salvador and all this, saying that why do people that come from these shithole countries want to come here, and he want more people like people from Norway, to come here. Now let me give you a little bit of history about Norway. Norway, no different than it is in Scandinavia, Switzerland, or whatever like that. And Norway, that is nothing more than Glacier 8 country. Okay? Waco, Texas. Okay, David, all right. Shoot, how's things down there since the I don't even want to bring it up, the Branch Davidian thing. I know it's been like over 20-some years. But back to what West Side was talking about. Huh? Yeah, so like I was saying, like West Side, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Anybody in the chat room, can they hear me? Testing, 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 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. West Side, can you hear me? West Side Tech, can you hear me? Everybody else can. Okay, I know y'all can hear me. I don't know why West Side couldn't hear me. But let me get back to my train of thought about with Norway. You know, no, because something else comes over there from Norway too, particularly a rodent called the Norway rat, which is known as the brown rat over here. And you know, they doing the same thing. Oh, okay. Now they bring the same thing over here that these Caucasoids bring. Nothing but disease and everything like that. Remember, it was rats that wiped out Europeans back in 1600s, the bubonic plague. So it's the reason why Trump said what he said. And see, and I knew he was gonna try to deflect from doing that, because the fact of the matter that he was gonna wait till Martin Luther King weekend to do that. He ain't slick. Well, see, that's right out of the Caucasian inferior racist playbook, plain and simple. And then another thing, he also threw an audible in. Okay, having a nephew of Martin Luther King to come there and speak, and then having Ben Carson also there to speak on it as well. But the reason why he called, they want to call Haiti and El Salvador. Let me just stick with Haiti right now. Shithole countries. Haiti was all right until these idiots, like when the Red Cross, the Clinton Foundation, both Dems and Republicans went over there and they start pillaging and plundering the land. Everything. From wanting to go over there, you know, having sex with little girls and stuff, to kidnapping children for organ harvesting, or basically doing their little blood rituals and shit like that. Totally destabilized of the First Black Republic because of the fact of the matter, because Haiti fought off the French, they fought off Britain, they fought off the US too. They basically kicked all their asses. They can't even get enough of that shit. So you know, any president, sitting president, yeah, Obama included, is always going to have some type of vitriol toward Haiti. And bring it a little bit closer, because see, like, I'm the Red Dragon, yeah, and I'm a little bit more closer here in South Florida to Haiti than what you realize. When they come, when our Haitian brothers and sisters come here to the States, the first thing that they tell them and all that, don't get involved over there with none of these quote unquote African American or any of the blacks that's here. No. And they already gonna have this like a distrust, which is with the old ones, but the new generation of Haitians that come here, or the ones that were born here, who by their parents immigrating here, they already know the game. They already seeing what's up. You know what I'm saying? And Tariq Nasheed's video documentary 1804 had already shed a lot of more light on the Haitian Revolution, things even I didn't even know about. So I give Tariq kudos on that. You know. Yes, David. Yes, they want to marry kids as young as 10 and 12 years old. Where I work at. Oh, okay, yeah. Water Snap, see, you know what's up. See, you stayed over there in Fort Myers. LaShawn, what's up? Okay, my troll sniper is here. That's what's up. Yeah, so see, y'all know what's going on. You know what's going on. See, Water Sniper, yeah, he Florida born, he's South Florida born and bred, like myself. He's on the west coast of Florida, Fort Myers, Deion Sanders' hometown. You know what I'm saying? So he know about like that. I can't tell you all Black reality. I got something to say about that one now. The mom with the HMM thing and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. So you wouldn't believe it like this, like, well, you know, where I work at it's a lot of Haitians that's there. You know, and at the same time, you should see like how some of these old dried pasty ass crackers be fawning over the young Haitian girls and stuff like that. You know, because they see them as being easy. See, they on that Roy Moore shit. They on that Woody Allen shit. They on that Roman Polanski shit. All of them are, these pasty pinks. All of them have that chromosome in them of being perverted. You know, plain and simple. Now, Ross Bird, what's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, and thank you for subbing, my brother. Thank you. And Westside Tech, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I'm personally glad. Before I jump on the mom with the HMF thing, I'm personally glad that Donald Trump, and I said this shit before, Donald John Trump is the best president for Black people. And the reason why I'm saying that, because see, he's not sugarcoating shit. He's not he's not hiding nothing, none of that shit. Basically, and Aladdin can agree with me on this, since it is Moorish American Week. He doing the same. What he's doing was the same thing that Noble Drew Ali did 100 years ago. He's lifted the veil off all the secret societies. He's lifted the veil off of all the closet and hidden racism. He's peeling back the layers like an onion, like an apple. He's peeling back the layers of so-called white civility. Because like this, I like my race as much as I like my rum and my Colombian rum in my refrigerator. Okay? I like it straight, no chasing. Straight on the rocks. And Black people need this. I mean, exactly, LaShawn. That's what I call him. I'll say, yeah, he's the wake your black ass up president. That's what it is. Now, the reason why he signed the thing and honoring and doing all that to Martin Luther King, you can agree with me or disagree with me on this, but it is factual and it's documented. You can look it up. You ain't got to believe me. Because the reason why he's doing just like any other president did in the past, even in '83 when Ronald Reagan signed Martin Luther King's birthday as a national holiday. Reason speaking, Martin Luther King Jr. was always hobnobbing with the Rothschilds. So he was a slave with the Rothschilds. So therefore, every president that comes in there, they got to do it. They have to honor Martin Luther King. But you couldn't make it. But you can't make a national holiday on Malcolm X's birthday. You know. And I told y'all about it. You know, yeah, David, you're right. Yeah, these jokers like Roy Moore and all this stuff. Some of the people down in Alabama almost voted a pedophile into the state senate in the Senate seat. But at the same time, you got people out here. I had to cuss a white bitch out one time. You get mad about Bill Cosby talking about allegedly drugging women and shooting and all this stuff. So, I mean, that's pot meat kettle. Yeah, yeah. I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings, but you know what? I really don't care because our people need to hear this, man. They need to hear this, David, because yeah, he was with the elite. He was with the elitists, and on top of that, King was also a Mason as well. That's another reason why Trump said what he said, honoring Martin Luther King, because guess what? Trump's a Mason too, 33rd degree Mason. Keep in mind, remember how you seen all the black people, the most black people you seen was after he won the election inside Trump Tower. First it was Kanye West. Then you had Ray Lewis coon ass, Jim Brown, who all of a sudden became a tap dancer. Then you had Daryl Scott or Omalusa, you know. Also, and now I just found out on another picture, I might post it over on Instagram, that Curtis Martin, who played for the Patriots and the Jets, was also there too. Then Steve Harvey, and then Martin Luther King III, his son. Yo, Swerve, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. No, exactly, Sean. Malcolm would never be honored by these jokers because that's why we always acknowledge, come May 19th, shoot, I always say, no, that's Malcolm X Day. That's his birthday. Just like I did December 29th. December 29th, no, that's Tookie Williams' birthday. I honor Tookie. January 8th, that's Prophet Noble Drew Ali's born day. I mean, but hell, even the city of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel wrote a proclamation honoring Noble Drew Ali, as well as some other cities. But I'm gonna jump back on that there. But yeah, and I hate to say this to all you people who listening to this live stream right now about Martin Luther King. You want to be on that, have a dream, we shall overcome, locking arms, just like some of these sorry ass players from the NFL talking about you locking arms and protesting and all this other stuff like that. Let me tell y'all something. In the early 60s, they pushed people like King out there. King was handpicked, just like Rosa Parks was handpicked. Okay? To keep y'all docile, to keep you domesticated. Okay? People don't get that. And yeah, even John Lewis was back there, still buck dancing to this day. You know what I'm saying? Two of the big six that Malcolm talked about, along with Roy Wilkins, James Farmer, Whitney Young, Philip A. Randolph. That was that big six who had a meeting with then President Kennedy at the Carlisle Hotel. The Carlisle was owned by the Kennedys. The Carlisle Hotel is still here in New York, and it's still one here in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So, they go up there, they had a little coffee talking about, okay, so now they're asking them what they need to do and all this. The only reason they're going up there to ask them because they appointed them as the leaders. To try to go ahead to keep us up in line. They'll go ahead and want you to honor Martin Luther King's birthday. Which, don't get me wrong, like I say, I love Dr. King, man. I love the King after the I Had a Dream speech. Not the King before. Because he was too busy. He wanted us to get out here and want to try to integrate with the same motherfuckers who was attacking us with dogs, fire hoses, post shit on our people here when we wanted to sit at a restaurant at a table and all this shit. Motherfuckers screaming, touching, kicking us. You know what I'm saying? And we not fighting back. Hell, that shit wasn't even, man. That's what Malcolm wasn't on that shit. And see, like a lot of things was going on too that they only gonna show you about the part about us being we the ones being beat up on, we not fighting back. But they ain't gonna tell you how a lot of these crackers were ending up in the river face down, ass up. Those are some stories they're not gonna tell you. No. Dark Void, what's up? Exactly. Exactly. He finally woke up, but it was too late. It was already too late. Because see, and on top of that, King was also part of the Boule as well. Because you know, shout out to one of my master teachers, the late great Steve Coakley. TJ, what's good? What's good, brother? What's good? David, I think he does. I think he does. I'm not exactly sure though, but I will check on that though. But check on it though and see what's up. And see, after the March on Washington, the I Had a Dream speech. By the way, the March on Washington, they were told where to go, when to say, what to say, when to do it, whatever like that. So it wasn't really no protest, because how can it be a protest if you if you was told to go this way or whatever like that? The Oprah Harvey Weinstein, no surprise there. Oprah's part of that sex trafficking shit too. She's part of that shit too. She's rubbing elbows with the elitists. So you know, it's a reason why she's a freaking billionaire. Because shit, she's like that like the character Della Reese played on Harlem Nights. You know, she in charge of the girls, so to speak. The young girls come there and they had their way with them and all that, and she just the cover front for them. So you know, excuse me if I'm not too fond of Oprah anyway, like that. You know, all this stuff everybody hyped up about, oh, she gonna run for president in 2020. Man, that's just nothing but lip service. Don't even go for that bullshit. It's all distractions. And that shit with Harvey Weinstein, yeah, ain't no surprise with that. No, ain't no surprise with that. She part of the reason why Harvey Weinstein got away with sexually assaulting these women. But back to what I was saying, because like after that, I Had a Dream. No, they don't. They're not gonna call out these female pedophiles. Shoot, like Oprah's one, Queen Latifah's another one. So you know, she's fucking everybody over there in Hollywood. So that's nothing new. And there's a few more up there I can't think of the top of my head right now. But let me get back to the Martin Luther King thing, because after that, you know, King started, because like he kept it domestic, but when he started speaking out about the Vietnam War, about poverty in our communities, lack of jobs like that, that's when shit got complicated. Because as a member of the Boule, that you're only supposed to be talking domestic. You're not supposed to be going across like international, talking about international thing. And the Vietnam War was one thing that was touchy for them. And shit. Then we all know about the beef between him and J. Edgar Hoover. And stuff. When Hoover supposedly pulled out a videotape, you know, he called King a liar and King called Hoover a racist. They met, two Capricorns, you know, and Hoover pulled out a tape or something of King having extramarital affairs with other women, which was true. But the whole story about that is, see, somebody like Martin Luther King, it was literally women who was throwing themselves at him. Because see, women, LaShawn probably can go with me on this. Women kind of can often gravitate toward men that has some type of status or some type of a little aura or power or whatever. And most of the women that was throwing themselves at King, probably some of these women had low self-esteem, blah, 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 this and that. It's sort of like some of these misguided sisters that go to the church all the time and try to wear some sexy ass outfit and all that, short skirts, sit in the front row so they can get the bishop's attention, so they can lay in bed with them to see or whatever, they can get some of them quote unquote fringe benefits. That's how this was. And see, a lot of King's aides, Ralph Abernathy included, yeah, he's part of fraternity as well, had to fight him off. And you know, at the end of the day, King was a man, and you know, and in some cases, yes, he gave into his lower nature. Yeah, Hoover said he was the most dangerous man in America. Hoover always said that. He said the same thing about Marcus Garvey. And he tried to go ahead and kept documentation on Moorish Science Temple and all that, but no, Drew Ali was too smart for his ass. Ain't no need for that. You know, he kept tabs on Malcolm. He kept tabs on the Nation of Islam. He kept tabs. Man, Hoover had dirt on everybody. Ain't nothing what that queer did. You know, having his affair with his deputy FBI director, and then on top of that, dressing in a fucking tutu and with a pink umbrella with frills and all that. Yeah, he was a cross-dresser. He was a racist, and on top of that, here's the thing about what Hoover hated himself so damn much that you look at him real closely. That's not all Caucasian now. Hoover's a mulatto. No. And he was a Shriner too. When I seen that picture of him wearing the goddamn wearing the fez, I like, man, look here. You know. But see, at that time, that's when King woke up. And you know, and King started, and you know, like King was receiving death threats and all this stuff. Shoot, even he tried to purchase a concealed carry license and stuff to carry with him a firearm, but they never they didn't even issue it to him. You know, I think he purchased that after he started sitting down and having talks with Elijah Muhammad, and then reason why Hoover was scared of King because King met up with Malcolm. Now Malcolm and King had their little differences or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm mentioned his name. Malcolm being from country, being technically the North, because Malcolm was in Harlem, King was in the South. And then when King met him in first time and heard him, he said, man articulate, you know, you're saying like that. And this is somebody who, you know, who basically had an 8th grade education, but not really 8th grade education. Malcolm was very bright. And see, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. Martin Luther King and Malcolm meeting up like that. Shoot, that's what frightened J. Edgar Hoover. That's what frightened a lot of these jokers. You know what I'm saying? And see, like a lot of us woke progressive, a lot of us can get out here and unite. This is one of the reasons why I say I never consider myself part of the conscious community or consider myself pro-black, because the reason why I was telling this to my brother, I said, like, you know, pro-black is something that this term that the CIA, the FBI created to try to disassimilate and divide and also pinpoint who's speaking more radical shit and all this other stuff. That's why you see him coming out with that BIE dossier. I did a video on that. I'm gonna do a follow-up on that though, because reason I didn't do no video, because I just got a new operating system on my PC. So yeah, Windows gone, so it's doing the Linux, so and it's working pretty good. Nah, Russ, you're absolutely right. Hybrid, not fully human. They never were human. You know, when you got an RH chromosome with a rhesus monkeys, that's not fully human. The only true humans are us. Always has been us. Yeah. Black reality TV, I hate that term pro-black too. Speaking of which, let me jump on this mom here with this bed wench mammy, who basically out here pimping her son. Yeah, you know, pimping her son for dollars and stuff. Now I understand that. I think I was trying to. I think she had like a Facebook page, or one of my people had screenshotted it and sent it to me through email. And I think she deleted that. She from Kenya, if I'm not. I'm pro Burgundy. Hey, but you know what? Swerve. That's all right, because Burgundy is also colored. It's called maroon, right? Maroons, Moors, Moor. So guess what? You know, Burgundy, like black, is like black and white is an adjective, but you can also it also equates down there, like, you know, deciphering, decoding the words. You know, I get my etymology on right there. But yeah, but I understand that his mom, she from Kenya. Black Reality was telling me, if I'm right, but yeah, yeah, she from Kenya. But you know what? Black Reality and everybody, when I speak about what I think about that, Dizon, what's up? Exactly, Aborigine Americans. That's who we are. That's why when I say, like, as far as my nationality is Moorish American, being of Cherokee descent, you know, yeah, Aborigine. That's indigenous. Meaning that we're indigenous here in the Americas, which is also an extension of Africa. Because keep in mind, the world was one big continent at the time. The adjoining islands, you know, Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti, all that's part of America too. Indigenous. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't get it when I say, like, you know, proclaim your birthright. When Noble Drew Ali say proclaim your birthright, proclaim your nationality, it's not joining the club or nothing. We talking bloodline here, man. We talking bloodline. You know, and Haitians, exactly. I was gonna get to that. I'm gonna get back to the mom real quick. But the Dizon, yes, right. Haitians are Arawak, African Mo. You know. But yeah, you born and raised in America, in North America, that means you indigenous here. You know. Yeah. But just don't say you raised in the United States, because the United States is a corporation, not a country. Raised in America or America, you know, because you know vowels are interchangeable. But this chick, she really disgusts me. See, she's one of those type of people. She would be the one that didn't want to go ahead and be free. She didn't want to be liberated, as one of the great elder Harriet Tubman had once said. Didn't want to be saved. She probably would go ahead and tell Massa, like, oh, they doing this, doing that, and then go turn around, and Harriet Tubman would have to go ahead and offer. Real talk. But not just her, but Nicki Minaj. I heard that she refused to do it. I say, yeah, no surprise there with Nicki Minaj. You know, she'll go ahead and whore herself out for $1 and shit like that. Dog boy, I seen that shit. I seen that shit with LeBron, and that's the reason when I heard LeBron said he was mad about the HMM. But here's the thing: my problem with him, he go ahead and supports that racist, support the kid who parents were racist and they got all type of money, but he don't give a shit about not only that little girl in Colorado who hung herself. God, I tell you that story real hurt me. But you heard me say it plenty times. I don't see him mention nothing about what happened with Tamir Rice in 2014, right in his own backyard. Talking about saying, "Oh, I don't know nothing about that." But you knew about the damn club, this gay club shooting down in Orlando. I'm way down here in Miami, Florida, and I knew about Tamir Rice, and that shit bothered me. But nothing surprised me about like with LeBron. Yeah, he's a great player and all this stuff, blah blah blah, this and that. But you know, it just, to me, he's a little bit more selective and all that stuff. You know, this is why I say none of these athletes right now can touch Colin Kaepernick. Uh-oh. Not only LaShawn here, but I got my other sniper here. Diva Queen Lopez is here. Nah, you ain't missed nothing. You didn't miss nothing, sister. We just getting cranked up. Craig J, what's up, brother? What's up? And speaking of what's up, I did happen to catch a certain live stream the time. I think that was addressing me, was addressing Town Biz, was addressing Torian Rain. I saw it, listened to it, because one of my subs sent it to me. And I just laughed. I mean, because like me personally, I really don't take social media that seriously, but you know, I do use the platforms and all this stuff, you know, to speak on things, real things. That's something that our people, like everybody in this chat room here, can use and they can go ahead and build up on, and it need to be spoken up about. That's how you reach a lot of people around. So to that individual, man, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you got your panties in a bunch. You're all in your feelings. You know, you can go ahead and kick rocks. I could care less. You know, with that said, let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah, Craig. Even had a comment of yours on that live stream too. But I'll tell you, I'll inbox it to you though. Well, we talking about Diva Queen. We're talking about Martin Luther King weekend. We paying honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This is March American Week, and at the same time with Trump and his statement, you know, he did a press conference, live press conference honoring Martin Luther King. Yeah, for real, bro. So, you know, had his Martin Luther King's coon ass nephew on there, and the other coon being Carson. It's crazy like this. D-Son, exactly. Who you think dropping all them firearms in the south side of Chicago? The feds are doing that. And then now, speaking of which, you know, they finna go ahead and try to using Chicago as they launch a thing to deal with the quote unquote nigger problem. In case y'all haven't picked up on it, I've seen pictures of UN Humvees and all that rolling toward the Midwest, rolling toward Chicago, throughout Missouri and everything. Oh, really? That's right. That's you showing up there. You right, D-Son. He said that shit around this time. That's when Haiti had the earthquake, thanks to HARP. You know. Yeah, I mean to catch brother Victor. I gotta catch up with him and stuff. You know, but that's what's been happening and all that, and they doing all that shit, the murders and all this stuff that's going not just in Chicago, not just in Baltimore, not just in Detroit. Shoot, hell, even here in Miami. You know, that's all over. They doing that for organ harvesting. Because you know what? Nature is going ahead and they're eradicating these crackers, getting them out of here. So Trump know exactly what he was doing. Never mind the antics, never mind the little rhetoric and all that stuff. The man know what he doing and stuff like that. Because like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know, Trump is good for us. And the reason why I say that, because it putting a lot of people up on their game, because some of our people are still sleeping. They're still daydreaming about, he ain't my president. Shoot, I kind of miss Obama. Yeah, but look, the 8 years Obama been in there, man. Shoot, even the people in Chicago, they don't even acknowledge Obama. Trump making y'all like, look, and he's saying he telling, not only he telling his base in code, but he kind of also telling us in code, like, look, y'all niggas better get up off y'all ass and y'all better do some of this, do something, because you seeing a grand awakening around here. Because I believe personally, I think Donald Trump can't becoming president. It was at the right time. At the same time, Colin Kaepernick decided to take a knee and protest the national anthem, not that Star Spangled Banner. At the right time. So you got, the yin to the yang. And like I said before, he's doing the same thing as Noble Drew Ali did. He's lifting the veil off all these little secret societies. Trump is doing that too. He's, like Ross was saying, he's showing the world what it's really like for black people in this country, and the whole world seeing that shit. That's why Lady of Soul, what's up? What's up, sweetheart? What's up, sister? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not too mad when he said that, why do these people want to come from these shithole countries? Why they just come be people like from Norwegian come here? See, it just goes to show you they want to try to get rid of us. Get more of us and want to bring more of them. Now, Torin Rain, I just saw his video he did about like Russian women down here in my backyard here in Miami wanting to having more babies with strangers, definitely not us, white men, and all that. And it's a Bertha thing, because y'all remember when Paul Ryan said that we need to make more babies and stuff like that for us to flourish. He wasn't talking about us. He was talking about white people. And see, like, yeah, they still mad about that swerve. They still mad about that. D-Sign, yeah. Trump saying a lot of shit. And then on top of that, you got to keep in mind, Trump, he's a Gemini. So, S signs don't give a fuck. They gonna say what they need to say. Yep. Exactly, lady. So when the Mexicans do it, they call anchor babies. But I'm gonna tell you something. That junk ain't even working. And I did some research on that with these Russian women having babies from these strangers. That when they turn 21, they can go ahead and apply for a visa and then bring more of them over here. Y'all don't think for 1 second 45 ain't got nothing to do with this? Exactly, Black Reality. We are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Yeah, that's true, Lady of Soul. Yeah, because you know why? Because a lot of Mexicans these days, they're no different than it is with some of these Cubans here in Miami. They want to try to pass for being Caucasian. They want to be European so doggone bad. But here's the thing: a lot of them don't even know they acknowledge their own bloodline and heritage or history or nothing like that, because they fail to realize that they indigenous here as well. But see, but this is what happens centuries when they were conquered by the Spaniards, and the Spaniards conquered them and forced their religion and their language on them, which is Spanish, because Mexicans were never speaking Spanish, okay, and they never were Catholic. That's when the Spanish conquistadors or Spaniards came over here and conquered them, and now they want to try to think that they this. No, Mexican is not a race. That's a nationality. Nationality is the order of the day. Void. Of course, he's the one of course he brought him here. Definitely. But if Mueller has his way, a lot of this is gonna get revealed. That's why I say, you know, everybody in the chat room, man, when it comes to the Trump, the Russia probe, everybody just sit back and watch the show, man. Just sit back and watch the show. You're going to see a lot of shit finna pop off right now. Because I called it 4 months ago. I said before November, something finna happen. And sure enough, right on Halloween, the indictments came down. And still a lot more is going to come down. Design, it is. In fact, the government of Mexico had just acknowledged that there's 1.34 Afro-Mexicans that live in Mexico. So, you know, when you're talking in Mexico, they're Moors too. And get this. They know who we are, as well as any other ethnic group. But the only ones who don't know who we are is us. I urge everybody to try to go ahead and you know, and when I speak on nationality, proclaim your nationality, get your birthright, you know, the term Negro, Black, and colored, African American, that's not race or nationality. I'm not saying ain't nothing wrong with it. Even the late great, one of my teachers who I studied from, the late great Dr. John Henrik Clark, even he said, and I did this on my video, paying honor to the noble Drew Ali. Come here. Yeah, this stupid ass dog just knocked over your damn clothes. In my room. You better be lucky you got. Did you ready to go now? Not yet. All right, I'm gonna get to the club. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, Sister Wiseman, what's up? And Swerve is on point when it comes to that. Ooh. Yeah, so what was going on? Yeah, so like when so it's we gonna see some shit finna happen, man. Where you came at? David, I laugh at it every time when I see that shit. You know, it was never a drug war when we were getting fucked up on the shit. Now all of a sudden, that white folks are getting leads in that and drug use and drug abuse. Now all of a sudden it's got a problem. Notice how Trump done trying to pull all the resources out from other little programs that try to fight the opioid addiction and stuff. And that's not even working. Yeah, Black reality. That's why I said that. Why I said in that video about that brother and stuff like that.
Move, man. Follow me. Around the door on me.
Hold on a second.
Around the door on me. I can't run behind you. Alright. Getting this little chill thing and stroll up to the store car. You got it? Oh. Hey, stand by the door waiting for me to open the motherfucking door so you can run out there. Hey. Punch.
All right, my apologies again, people. Shoot, my apologies again. So, pardon the interruption. But I just lose my train of thought, and I had got something else. Now check this out. Check this out. What I was saying. J Dog sent me this. Now you got a. You want to talk about BIE? Then you want to see a true CIE, Cave Identity Extremist. It's a new group that's out here called themselves the Caucasian Panthers. Let me say that again. They call themselves the Caucasian Panthers. Nah, sister, that was my cousin. He paralyzed on one side, so therefore I'm looking out for him. Lady, so of course they lurking on Black Junction, and they lurking on Black Spot too. Yeah, Water Sniper. Yeah, Caucasian Panthers. I'm not kidding you. I wish I was, but I'm not. A lot of people sent me this, man. And I was kind of, yeah, it don't sound right. It don't. And of all places, it's in the called The Root. It's, yeah. Let me just read it to y'all. Y'all gonna be, oh yeah, yeah. It's called the Caucasian Panthers. Meet the rednecks armed, ready, and quote unquote about that anti-racist life. Now on December 4th, which holds a day for us in infamy. We all know about how law enforcement raided the home of Fred Hampton, and they killed Mark Clark, set up by that Agent Coon and stuff. Yeah, this guy by the name of Zach Henson saying that you have to find a way to show working folks that anti-racism is within the self-interest of working class white people, and you have to do that with a culture. Now, Zach Henson is a redneck. Also turns out Henson is a UC Berkeley educated economist and scholar with a PhD in environmental science, policy, and management, and heads the Cooperative New School for Urban Studies and Environmental Justice. Henson doesn't even consider the term redneck a pejorative and defines a redneck simply as a white working class Southerner. He's been working for years to separate redneck culture from its neo-Confederate racist past and redefine it according to its working class roots. But it's a trip. It's a long one though. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for this one though. This is a trip. Yeah. So yeah, Colin says Caucasian Panthers. I don't even know what to think about this one though, but it's just something. Speaking of Panthers, I also seen that pre-sale tickets for the Black Panther has went up like crazy. It went up like crazy though. But I know this, it's Martin Luther King weekend, and like I said, just to bring Diva Queen Lopez up to speed with that, we're talking about that. We're talking about with Trump's statements. Sister Wiseman, you never lied. But see, this is one of the reasons and stuff. Give me one moment. Yeah, I'm only going to do like 15 minutes before I take off real quick. I apologize. But I'm gonna do another live stream like Monday. That'll be my only day off, unfortunately. But the whole thing about what I missed. Mike, what's up? What's up? Yeah, Swerve. Yeah, I'm on Instagram as well. Yeah, just go to that's it. That's mine. first thing first, the schools that they got here these days, they don't teach us about nothing but African culture. They don't teach us anything except the fact of the matter that we were brought here as slaves, that we were taught when we were kids and all that stuff, you know. But even at that time, look, I said like, nah, we were more than that. We were more than that, and I always believed that, even when I was in kindergarten. That's why I say I fully approve of the homeschool teaching and stuff. Well, D-Son, that's basically true. Pilgrims and colonizers had help from the Moors. It was the Moors who were the ones who showed them, who basically not only civilized European, but you know, they basically learned from us. George Washington learned from the Moors. Okay? And the only thing, and see, part of that is really like our fault, because, you know, like I said, because the reason why we failed, because we didn't honor the creed and principle of our mother and father. You know, that's the same thing they be saying in that damn King James Bible that a lot of these Christians be going around here carrying around. You know, honor thy mother, thy father. We didn't do that, and that's why we failed. But at the same time, the European, they rose because, yeah, Craig, it's not my smoke alarm. You know, my brother put these crap up in there. I told him that yesterday. You know, you need to check that shit. You know? But instead, he wants to get out here and wants to run the damn street. But back to what D-Son was saying, what I'm about to say, like, yeah, part of that is our fault. No, part of that is our fault with the Moors. I never said the Moors we were perfect. Never said that. No, we had our flaws too, and that's why we failed. Because then they rose. They learned our science, our math, our master astrology. They using it to go ahead and rule the world. Instead, we took on their culture, their way of life, their idol God, and we failed. You know, now we just reduced at the time now, not now, but back then, to read from the Bible, King James Version and all that, having a picture of a so-called white man pretending to be Jesus in the damn households and all that shit. Next thing you know, in mostly every black person's household, you got a Bible in them. As one of my teachers, C. Freeman Hill, often said. And you bet you any amount of money, you won't be able to find a goddamn dictionary in them. Now, I'm gonna apologize for the beep of this stupid ass fire alarm and shit like that, because it even irritates me. After all, it was the Moors also that basically we civilized the Europeans. Europeans were living in dark ages. They were sleeping in barns, sleeping in feces, next to their livestock, all that shit. You know? We the ones that came over there, taught them how to season their food, clean themselves up, wash their natural ass, how to dress themselves, how to do all this stuff. Taught them the study of the stars, mathematics, sciences and stuff. And I got this stupid dog barking at me. Scary ass. Keep it up. I'm gonna tie you right. Man, look here. Come here. Y'all give me 1 minute. Come here. Come here. All right, sorry about that. Ain't no precious pup, she hard-headed. Down out here tearing up my shit. Fuck wrong with her? Yeah, I heard about that with Genuine. What kind of dog is it, Craig? She's a little pit, you know, blotch color, like a tan and white. Mike, yeah, she out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? She real like out of pocket. But see, but that's what happened, and that's why we failed. But see now, you know, guess what? When the European like took over and they're using doing everything right now, look how they're screwing up the world. So now we the ones coming back and we setting the shit right. Look at all the chaos that's been going on. You have like 4 hurricanes came in foes. Then you got wildfires and mudslides in California. Then you got all this other shit, Charlottesville incident. Leave her alone. And there she goes again. Standing up here looking at me. You want me to leave her alone, but she out of pocket. What? Oh. No, it's another mass shooting gonna be coming. Yeah, Craig, that's exactly what she is. That's why she's standing up here looking at me now like she crazy. I ain't paying her no attention. Yeah, I ain't paying you no attention, but she ain't gonna like it when I take her behind outside. She knows she knows she being talked about. I'll tell you. Yeah, Swerve, I've seen that. You know. Now give me 1 minute. I know she's hungry. Hold on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Apologies. My apologies. Yeah, this was back in Nebraska, right? She already got something to eat, LaShawn. I just fed her just now. Now she's sitting up here looking stupid. Yeah. $450 million. Where? Yeah, I seen that. I seen it, Victor. What's up, man? Yeah, but I'm gonna cut this one short, real quick, because I gotta head out real quick. Go put this time in. But we definitely gonna catch up later, family. So one thing. So with that said, love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Everybody sub the Swerve and Vic the Lion, man, on their channel. I'm over on Black Junction TV as well as Black Junction and Black Spot. So with that said, love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. No more talk. Peace and love. I'm out.